back, money 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 back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas. Good.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll run it here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. A big gainer there on 3rd and 1. Give him 55 yards on the ground. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go. Zebra, zebra.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
95.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Wilson. A quick hitter complete. It's Perry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's into the clear. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Obviously just a huge play, but Charles, as a defender, aren't you often taught just to knock that ball down on fourth?
You're exactly right. We are taught that. Okay, just knock it down, take the ball on offense. But sometimes you have to know when to break the rules. And he did to the tune of 6 points.
And out come the Chiefs now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically they script.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll drop the throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Adam Gotsis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him a gain of 38. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep. It's caught at the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Perry. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talked about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. On play action, they'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. Breaks through the contact. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw here. Screenplay, McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, Wilson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Perry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get him one closer. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run again with Hunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them a gain of 38.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for opener, and they will